Alright folks, today we are making this amazing looking Swiss veal ragout on open fire. It's time to grill. Several weeks ago I made a video about grilled liver Berlin style. In this video I introduced you to one of the biggest veal and beef wholesaler in Europe, the Barbeque group. And I made a video with that liver. The liver was really high quality liver, and I'm really proud showing you the next cooperation video with the Barbeque group. So this is a beautiful veal roast. You're gonna start cleaning it by removing the silver skin with a sharp knife. Technically, this cut is a thick flank cap-off roast, and it has a big tendon inside, so you just have to cut it into pieces and then search for it and remove it. This is all you have to do. You don't have to be a professional butcher to do this. You will find it, I promise. Then take a sharp knife and cut your veal into smaller pieces. Now place the meat inside a bowl and we're gonna get started with cutting the veggies. It's not much cutting work today. You will need diced onion. We have a huge onion here. Yellow onion. If you're not into yellow onions, you could use scallops. It's always an option. Then you will need mushrooms. Slice your mushrooms. And of course, as always, you will find a whole list of ingredients inside the video description. We are also making the side dish on open fire today. That's why we are grinding some raw potatoes. In Switzerland, this veal ragout is called Zürcher Geschnetzeltes, which means ragout, veal ragout from Zürich. And Zürich is a big town, and this is typical Swiss kitchen. Now start with some starting wood here and a fire starter, and just make a fire. And as soon as the fire gets higher and bigger, add more wood and bigger wood chunks and pieces. This might take some time, but it's fun to do this outside. If it's not possible to make an open fire like I do here, just take a starting chimney full of charcoal briquettes, and as soon as they are burned, add some smaller wood pieces. This will also work for today's recipe idea. Add some grill grates and a Dutch oven or camp oven. And then we're gonna get started with the meat. We're starting with oil and butter. Temperature control is always important. We now have the Dutch oven right on top of the fire, but there's still enough space between the oven and the fire, so it's not high direct heat, it's medium direct heat. We just want to add a little bit of buttery flavor to the meat, so it looks a little bit like cooking meat, but after some minutes we just throwing them on the grill grates to have some grill marks, and it's the perfect flavor. Place back into the Dutch oven and let that simmer for another 5 minutes. Now take those pieces out and keep them warm in the meantime. You will now have a nice mixture of meat juice, butter, and all you have to do is add the onions. Now the temperature is going down a little bit. That's why we remove the grill grates and place the pot directly into the hot coals. Again, add a decent amount of butter and keep stirring. Add your mushrooms and keep stirring too. Now it takes some time. We just want to make a reduction of sauce for great flavor. 2 spoons of flour. It helps to get a thicker sauce later on. Followed by white wine. Then keep simmering and add veal stock. Keep simmering always between 5 and 8 minutes. Then add cream and keep it on lower heat, just simmering. The reduction will lead to more taste, more flavor, and a better consistency of the sauce. Then add back the meat. Then it's time for a little bit of seasoning. We haven't seasoned a lot right now. Of course, we have some saltiness inside the veal stock, but of course you have to add salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper. A dash of cognac, and give it a good mix. Keep on low heat for another 15 till 20 minutes. But the sauce already looks really delicious. In the meantime, there is enough time for the side dish. Of course, this one can be served with noodles, pasta, but traditionally it is served with potatoes. And these potatoes are called rösti in Switzerland. And it's just ground potatoes. We already ground them, seasoned with salt and pepper. Of course, you can do a big one with the whole size of the pan. I always like doing smaller pieces. Flip only once and make sure to have golden brown potatoes later on. Now everything is ready to be plated up. Start with the potatoes, followed by that wonderful beef ragout. You could add some chopped up parsley if you like, but you don't have to. And this meat is so full of flavor, it's so tender and it's so delicious. Can't wait to hear your thoughts about that dish. Leave me a comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. See you.